There you go. Now I got it. To add my collection at home. Oh my gosh, that guy scared me. Everything scares me. I killed the illager. I think that was in that room. Oh, seriously? Okay. I've never seen that room before. I have seen this one. That was weird. Something just thudded. Nice room, eh? I will come back and take all these saplings. This should be a chest full of saplings. Oh, why am I having sticky keys? I'm having a sticky key issue. Sometimes when you see me running off into a room or something, I'm not actually running off into a room. I am having issues with my keyboard. So that is a very dark room. It's not actually a really dark room. There. Much better. So this is the, oops. The room I was looking at earlier that is full of chests, but the chests contain nothing. At least as far as I know they do. I just heard something on the other side of that wall. Thought I had listed this room already. I lit most of it up, I thought. This room is lit. And let us kill... No, 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 no. There we go. Dead. I don't want to look at you, guy, but you're really not in a good place for me. I got, in the other one, there was one of these, and I got sniped up here. Apparently stuff can spawn up there. We'll be back for the mushrooms. Maybe I should take some of them now, and maybe they'll grow more. This is too high. I can kill him. Thank you. Okay, he's dead already. You can get rid of that angry noise. Good lord. All right, so this end is done, right? So we need to poke holes. It's not totally done because this room exists and we don't see it. So it may be hidden. That's another hallway, I think. So that is probably attached to the other hallway. Whoa, lag spike there for a second. So let's poke a few more holes and maybe light up this room properly. Probably not good for mushrooms, but it is good for my overall health. Hallway. And this weird room. Can't really see in. More of that same room. Hallway. That's the wool. This should be the chest room. Stairs, I think. They bounce up and down there. We did that one, and that's outside. That's outside. Came in through that one. That one, that one. Outside. This room. All right, now onto the other side. I could use some more torches, you know. Do we have enough? I have not been in that room. That is a new room to me. Can't it put down a torch for Pete's sake? See him. I don't know if he died. The answer would be, that's an illager. I was going to say, there's one more that I know of, because I heard him upstairs. At least one. Oh, and he didn't die. Should now, though. There we go. I don't think I've heard any more illagers. I think we might have them all now, but I'm not going to put any money on that. We still have half of this place to go. Half of this floor, at least. What is that? We'll find that out when we get there. Kind of anxious to get there now. Get myself killed in the process, though. This is the room kind of most curious about. It's a jail room. But there's supposed to be something that you can trap yourself inside of there and it won't kill you because it can't get to you. But yeah, just a giant butt on that. Okay, that's that room. Another duck? Creeper? No. No, 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 no. I can't move very fast when I have my bow out. There you are. Figured you might pathfind to me. But now you are dead. Again, there may not be any more illagers, but there are definitely other mobs to worry about. And we are down to our last 53 of these. Okay, what is this? Okay. I literally have no idea what this is. I do not recall this being one of the rooms in the list. We're gonna have to poke around in his head later. While I'm here, throw up a torch. Do we have another jail? We got 2 jails. Anything in here? I lit this up pretty good from the outside too. Let's take a peek in here. A 3rd jail? I didn't get any in the other one. And this one I get 3. Wow. Makes 2. And it looks like another mushroom room. Nope, same mushroom room. Put a torch down, thank you. There are mushrooms growing in here. Yeah, another jail. Pretty weird. Okay. I didn't light up this room, did I? This room I've seen before. That's the mushroom room. Oh, and that one I had to climb up. What is this? This is weird. This is the one I was poking at, and I didn't know what to think of it. See? Goes down and up and up and down and... Oh, okay. Some treasure. A couple pieces of coal. Another diamond hoe, because, you know, you can't have too many of those. All right, so let's poke a few holes and see what happens. Oh, it kept spiraling. It's a spiral. There's the outer wall. Or no, it just kept going back and forth. There's a tree folding me along as it goes. And then we're here. The mushroom. But what happens under the stairs? Nothing. All right. Take that mushroom. I think we have just finished the mansion. We have to go poke some holes. Sorry for your face. I need to see where I'm going. Oh, that takes us into that room. All right. The mushroom room. It's got a hole. That's got a door. It's got a hole. That's got a hole. This one, we didn't know what this was. So we are going to poke into his head. See if there's anything to this. Oh, all the way through. What is that? Is that a block of lapis? Yes. Yeah. Apparently in the middle of his head was a block of lapis. Yay! We found the treasure. I know there's nothing in that one. So the mansion is ours. We have conquered it. Still makes me a little nervous, but we have conquered it. So if there's anything, let me go back to the beginning again. If there's anything we want to... There was a zombie because you don't floss enough? What? I gotta check the room, see if there's anything I want to take from them. Obviously nothing from there. Do I want the cauldron? I don't think I do. Sure you don't want the cauldron. I'm very sure. In here, there is nothing. I got what I needed out of there. Still only a cauldron. Because once we have picked our way through everything, then we can... It has nothing. We can head back home, which is what I really, really, really want to do. Whoops, that was not good. I blocked off the front door, so we shouldn't have any problems with mobs. Ooh, oh dear, that was almost a sneeze. I want all the flower plots. That's just me. And I think our only hidden rooms are the were the spider ones. I don't know why the spider ones would be hidden though. That's just a weird thing. We took the pumpkin already. Oh, no, we're going in the right way. You can use... Ow! Damn! Where did you come from? That was not cool. That kind of hurt. I want all these saplings. Ow! Come on. Up. And then you should be able to just shift and sit. And knock all these down. Why did I get hurt there? That was weird. No. Keep this room lit. It's probably not lit enough. That's probably the problem. All right. I need to pillar up. This looks to be the easiest way to do this. Did I get them all? Yep. My axe is not going to last much longer, so. One here. You. Break all of you. Break you. Oh, I did miss some over there. Why won't you join me? Come here. There. There. And down we go. And this one. Up we go. Pick up. Ah, I can't believe the shift didn't work. What is with my shift key? I am going to die trying to get saplings. And my axe is going to break because I'm doing stupid things with it. All right, have I finally got them all? I do need to get rid of this. And this. Have anything else on me? Yep, you can go. There. In this room, nothing. In this room, there's a flower pot on top. Thank you. Okay, this I have to use my axe on. There is no way we can do this any other way. Hopefully it will last. I hope so. There are a lot of chests in this room. Come on. Round we go. Collect that one. And this one. All done. Oh, and there's another flower pot. Oh, and I picked up something I don't want. I picked up this. What are those? Mushrooms. Okay. That can go there. There's already a hole in that wall, hole in that wall. Oh, and look at this. Can't pick up all these flowers, nor do I want to. So you go, and you go, and you go. There we go. And then in here, the mushrooms did not spread, but I am taking the mushrooms. Did any of them fall on the floor? No. No. All right, got our mushrooms. So now we have to go back upstairs and do the same thing for the next 2 floors. But they don't have a lot of interesting things. Okay, let's head this way first. Nope. Love that tree though. Anything in here? 1 pot. Kind of feel bad that all of them are going to despawn, but meh. Oh, we have all our bookcases we still have to collect. Forgot about that. Goodbye flower. Goodbye flower. Goodbye flower. Goodbye flower. Yeah, we have to come back for the bookcases. We don't have the worst part is we're doing it with a pick. We're not even using a proper tool on it. Actually, we can go right now and go to sleep. Because this is the way out. There it is. Wrong one. This one. That way we can empty our inventory as well, which would be good. Anyways, tack back inside of your Discord in the general chat area is something I had a Riddleomo put in there for you. So in here, we want that. This one is C14 cat. C14 cat. Goodbye. And I know I have the gold one. Mushroom, mushroom. That, that. Pumpkin. That. Pots, sapling. We have run out of space. Handily enough, we have extra chests. So let's put this one here because that will be our actual carrying inventory one. Didn't I put flowers in here? I did. There they are. Don't need. Don't need any more. Do need. We'll carry these two. And more coal goes here. Wow, we have a lot of food. Iron needs to go back in here. How much iron did we get out of that? 42, obviously, because there were 42. I'm left with 8. Ugh. That sucks. I need one more. I'm taking these back. Oh, and those. And that. So those go with those. These go with these. This comes with me now. This won't be in here. This won't be in here. So that frees up 2 spots. Oh, more than 2 spots, because apparently I can't count. And do we have dark oak on us right now. It's going to seem like a strange thing to do, but I am going to build. Now this is going to be high up, so I don't know what it's going to do when it comes through to the other side. Let me down. Ouch. Come on. 1, 2. One of these. And 1, 2, 3. So that frees up that. And let's light it. And let's put our silk touch away before we actually go in it. Okay, we don't need this. This will stay. I might want more torches with me, though. That is something I will probably want when I am traveling on the way back home. So, oh, don't put the 2 on there. It's 32. So that'll give me enough torches to keep me happy. 2 stacks should be good. I'll leave those there. Can't put those in there. They go in there. And I don't want silk touch with me when I go in. Let's see what we got. It's a very smart portal, I'll admit, but it's a portal. This is just a peek, and then we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, let's go back. And we are home. Yay! Okay, so normally I would go to sleep, but I need to take a break. A quick one to go to the loo. All right, so I will be right back. I am going to do escape. That way it stops time. I'll be right back, okay? Hello, I am back. I got back actually to my room, and my little one, my hamster, was up. I was like, what on earth are you doing up? So I had to take her out and play with her for a little bit. I'm still training her to be up during the day at certain hours. She's still essentially 100% nocturnal, so not a lot I can do about that. It's part of their genetics, so yeah, they're nocturnal. Oh, I did come up this way. Good, good. Although I was working on the second floor. Oh, sorry for the yawn. So I might as well go back in through the second floor. Oh, I need to eat. I've taken damage somewhere. And bookcases. So, yeah, she is learning. Right now she is most hyper and active at about 10:30 in that range, which is not very good because that is essentially my bedtime. So, yeah, we're working on it. Trying to get her up earlier. Problem is, I'm usually doing something else at that time. And as a result, I don't really get a chance to do anything else. Like, there isn't an opportunity. I need to find the end of the hallway. Or just keep going after rooms with bookcases. An opportunity to be able to do it. I need to find a specific time that she should be up and that'll be playtime. And that way we'll play at that time. And she'll be up. And that way she'll sleep more during the night. Yesterday I introduced her to her ball for running around on the floor, except for she won't be running around on the floor. I'm not doing that. The people below me are not going to appreciate if they have to hear that noise. So I have a stand for it. I put her on my little side table thing, and she rattled it back and forth enough that it actually fell off the table. And it was kind of upsetting for me because she's my little one. I can't have her falling off. And yet it did. I'm like, great. Got it from Walmart. Was not the best. The one I wanted is a really high quality one. It comes as an actual ball, so you don't have to build it. The problem is it doesn't come with a stand, so it's meant for them to run around on the floor, which is okay, except for, again, noise issues for me. So I had to get this one, and you had to put it together yourself, and it's really not well built. That's being nice, is like how not well built it is. It's the same room again. So yeah, it's a problem. Anyways, when it fell on the floor, cracked in half. So the two sides that you had to build together yourself popped open. And I was not pleased because she was there kind of straddling it going, what the hell just happened? And she looked a little spooked by it. She wasn't hurt in any way, which is awesome. But I, of course, had a full-on freak out, which is not good because she is so little. I have never had a hamster this small before. Well, that's not entirely true. I've had one a little bit smaller than this one, and she lived for a whole day. She managed to get her head stuck between the bars. And I swore from that day onward, I would never get a hamster that small. Because, again, they try to escape. They will chew on the bars. They will do whatever they can to be able to escape. And I didn't want to go through that finding, a hamster in the morning with its head stuck between the bars. That was just horrific. And there was no way for me to know, well, I can't say there was no way for me to know that it wouldn't happen, but these are not lit up. That's not cool. I could still have issues with mobs. And our axe broke, which is okay because it's one less thing to carry. Let's actually get the axe. Good job. So anyways, yeah, she's so little, and I really didn't want a little hamster. But my problem was I wanted a female hamster. And the store that I normally buy my hamsters from is out of business and has been for at least a couple years. So I wasn't sure what to do. So I went to another store that I've never bought hamsters from before. And they have breed-specific hamsters. So if you go to one store, they only have like female hamsters, and you go to another store, they only have male hamsters. My local stores, the ones closest to me, only have male hamsters. And I was like, I don't want a male hamster. So I had to go to one of the further away ones, which isn't a problem. It's actually, the store is like right around the corner from, ooh, this is the end. Perfect. From where I do brownies. So I was like, well, that's a good sign. It's right by brownies. Okay, this is map room. So I was like, yay, we'll go there. Okay, what I haven't done is poke a hole in this wall. Okay, that feels better. Hello, kitty cat. Wonder if I can get that without triggering. Yeah, I didn't pick up the flower. Yay! So we know this is a room, and then spiders on the other side. Yep, it's separated enough. There we go. So yeah, I had to go up further away from home to be able to get. There are a lot of this room. That makes 3 of these now. Plus a full-on library. We're gonna get a lot of books. Oh, I forgot what I was saying though. Oh dear. Oh, so yeah, to be able to get a female store, it is in the next town at the north end. They have 2 stores. They have one at the north end and one at the south end. And the one at the south end is also male only. So I was like, okay. Ow! This is also not lit up. What on earth is with me? How could I not light these up? And I told you guys I needed to light them up because mobs will drop on your head. And what happened? A mob dropped on my head. I'm lucky it wasn't a creeper. Ugh. Well, that just happened. Let's get back to this. Bookcases. So, yeah. So I had to go up there. So I went all the way up there the day before Christmas Eve. And I was like, okay, this is wonderful. They have female hamsters. They were all long-hair hamsters. I didn't want a long-haired hamster. I wanted a short-hair hamster. Okay, well, they have 3 short-hair hamsters that came in 2 days ago. They have a 3-day quarantine. So I cannot get my hamster until the next day, Christmas Eve. I can't put it on hold either. So that can't happen. And like I can't order it online. Like sometimes you can, like at their store, what you can do is you can order online and pick up at the store. So there's no shipping cost. That way you can kind of reserve your hamster. And so I wanted to do that. Cat butt. So, oh, we need to drop off all the flowers. Bye, flowers. So I wanted to do that. And you can't do that with the hamsters because they are not listed as existing in their database until they're actually available for sale. So no hamster. So I was like, okay, well, how much interest is there in getting a hamster? Like, are there a lot of people coming in saying, I want a hamster? Because if there's a lot of people coming in saying, I want a hamster, then I'm going to have an issue. Like, I'm going to be competing with other people for my hamster. And that would not be cool. Nobody wants to compete for a hamster. I mean, they're adorable and all, but... Anyway, so I found out there were a few people who were inquiring about it, who were interested in them, and also had the same answer, that they couldn't reserve it. And so they would have to... That is not the right way in. They would also have to wait. Okay. And wait and come in the next day. So I'm like, well, what time do you open? They open at 8 a.m. 8 in the morning a.m. Brutal. Truly brutal. Did I take the chest? I did not take the chest because it was full of seeds I did not want. Bye, melon seeds. So yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll be here. I will be here and I will get my hamster. So this is the room I was looking for. So yeah, I was up at 6:30 in the morning because they opened at 8. I was done so early at 6:30 in the morning. I left here at 7. It took about 15 minutes to drive there, which is incredible because on the days that I have brownies, it takes me almost 45 minutes to drive there. So I went to McDonald's, which is literally like a block away, had myself a lovely breakfast, and hung out there until closer to 8 o'clock. Then at about 7:45, I drove the 1 block and sat outside of the store. I could see the employees in the store, and there was no line. There was no crowd. There were no other people. At about 2 minutes to 8, another car drove up. And I was like, okay, well, that's not a problem. One other person. So as soon as 8 o'clock came in, they unlocked the door. I bolted for the door. And me and my little carrier went straight back to the hamsters. And I'm like, here for the hamsters. And so they went into the back, into the little quarantine area, and pulled them all out. And I checked them all out, and I decided there were 3 hamsters, as I said. There was one that was kind of a beige color, and beige and white, like they were striped. So beige and white. There was another one that was black and white, and a third one that was brown and white. Now, the brown and white one looked too much like Skittles, and I was not prepared to have a replacement for my last hamster. I was heartbroken when she died. She got very sick, and she got sick enough that we actually had to get rid of all of her toys and her cage and everything because she was highly contagious. So all of that stuff had to go. And yeah, that was kind of devastating. And she died over Christmas too. So that was even more brutal. I spent, I think it was between Christmas and New Year's at the emergency clinic for her to put her down. So she didn't make it to New Year's, but she was here for Christmas. But she ended up getting a infection that actually only cats are supposed to get. It is very unusual for hamsters to get it. And she got it anyways. No idea where she got it. No idea how she got it. I do know that the apartment that I was staying in had mice. So I'm wondering if the mice introduced her to it and made her sick. I didn't even realize she was that sick until it was essentially too late. Like, there was no way. She still had like good spirits and was still very active and everything, even though she was incredibly sick. And it wasn't until I took her to the vet and started her on meds that she really deteriorated quickly. She went downhill so fast after that. And I'm wondering if the meds themselves killed her. But at the same time, I know that what she had was killing her. Like, there was no way. She had way too much blood loss and stuff. She was actually bleeding out. But at the same time, she was drinking and eating and everything is normal and playful and all of that. She was just not doing well. So, yeah. So I ended up putting her down because she was so bad she couldn't really move anymore. And put her on as much medicine as I felt comfortable with. I felt really bad because my parents were in Barbados, and here I was condo sitting for them. And she was staying here at the condo, which is where I live now. And she was doing great here. She was thriving here. She loved here. No mice here. So I don't know. Like, I don't have a clue how she got it. And it's such a rare disease to get. And you have to catch it from somewhere. And we've never had cats. So I don't understand where it came from. But if the medicine had worked and she had recovered, she would have actually had to get a hysterectomy done. And you've got to imagine how tiny she is. I mean, it's a hamster. She was a large hamster, but she was still a hamster. And to do a hysterectomy on a hamster, first off, is an incredibly expensive process. And second of all, doesn't have a very good prognosis. They don't tend to survive surgeries that much because you have to put them under completely. And hamsters don't react well to anesthesia. So I may have paid out $1,000 for her to get a hysterectomy so she could live another year, essentially. And then there was still a very good chance she would just die in that process. But we never actually got to the point to make that decision because of the fact that she passed away, or I had to put her down, actually. So I made her pass away before then because she was deteriorating too quickly. So yeah. Anyways, she's not totally gone. She's actually where is she? Right over there, which you can't see. I had her cremated. I didn't have anywhere to bury her. At that point, I had moved out of that apartment, which was a basement apartment that had a backyard. My sister lives upstairs, but not particularly fond of her. And I really don't like that house. She's renting the upstairs, I'm renting the downstairs. And so it's not really a home. And so for my hamster to be buried there just doesn't feel right. They're planning on moving out anyways, so then my hamster would be trapped somewhere I can't see it. I mean, it's already bad enough that when I moved out of the house, I had a garden in the backyard that was used for the hamsters. And we thought that they were going to keep a lot of the stuff that we had done with the house. No, they ripped everything up. None of the house looks anything like when we lived there. Like, honestly, I don't know if we would have sold it to them if we had known that they were going to rip it apart like they did. Like, we had beautiful gardens, spent a lot of time and a lot of money making these beautiful gardens, both front and back. And yeah, they took everything out and just put down sod. That's all that's there, just plain grass. Dad spent a great deal of time restaining and getting the deck all done up and making sure it looked great, and they just ripped out the deck. And it's like, what the hell? Like, we did a lot of work, and they didn't care. They just put it back to being a basic looking home. And that was hugely upsetting to me because a lot of the people who had come through and we thought would be great for the house, they had actually, expressed loving the gardens and the plants and everything, and they would have kept the house the same way. They would have maintained it as it was and continued on. And so when you go by the house, you would see it. And yeah, no, they ripped out everything, the shed, everything. All the work that had been done, they just took it out. And that's hugely upsetting to me because we spent like a good half of my life in that house and they showed no respect for it. None. But I understand when you buy a house, you can do whatever you want. It's your house. You can do as you please. But at the same time, you shouldn't give the homeowner the misconception that you're going to keep the house as is, or the misconception that, you know, you're not going to rip it to pieces and gut it. Like, the house was not a fixer-upper. It didn't need work. We had done all the work. It was in move-in state. So, another bookshelf. I don't know if I'm going the right way. No. So, yeah, made me livid. Anyways, now that I've gone way off on a tangent, duck. And we lit up there, good. Yes, so I didn't want a hamster that was the same coloring as Skittles. The reason Skittles is called Skittles is because she's skittish. She never really stopped being timid. Anything would startle her. You walk into the room, she'd be startled. You sneeze, she'd be startled. Like, pretty much anything startled her. So she was very skittish. And I don't totally blame her. She ended up in, I think when I first got her, I was living in the house still. And then I moved into a basement apartment, which was horrible. And then from there, I moved to another basement apartment. And then I moved to the condo. So she had essentially 4 homes. So she never got a chance to really settle down. Now, the last home, obviously, she wasn't there for very long because I hadn't moved in at that point, but I was condo sitting. So as far as she was concerned, it was yet another home. So I don't know if she caught something from any one of those homes because that is a lot of moving for a hamster. An awful lot of moving. Yeah, I kind of feel bad about that. I would really like to see the floor plan of this place. Like, what is it, like, top down, what does it look like? What are the hallways and stuff in it? Got them both. Anyway, so when I went to the store, I wanted the female. So they pulled them all out, and all 3 were there, so I didn't miss out. Nobody came in after me and talked somebody into giving up a plant when they shouldn't have. So this makes 4 of these, of this room. That is awesome. So yeah, so I had all to choose from. The black and white, the brown and white, and the beige and white. Now, for some reason, part of me, when I first saw them the day before, I was like, the black and white one is exactly like my very first hamster. That was Pepper. And I have not had a black and white one since. I haven't even seen a black and white one since. Most of them have been different shades of golden, and that's what I've gone with. I've also never had the beige ones either. So I kind of decided before I went there, if they had a beige one, I'd probably get a beige one. And for some reason, the name Marshmallow stuck in my head. Now, I don't name my hamsters the first week. I just don't do it. To me, it seems like it's bad luck. Oh, lunch is over already? Aw.